What's up YouTube, Penny Chunk Fitness here. Today we are here to unbox the Hygge Model S from AliExpress. This is a brand new bike frame that I came across on AliExpress. Now, do I really need a new bike frame? Definitely not. I really love riding my Trifox X16, the rim brake version that I got last year. However, I decided I wanted a challenge and I did want to build up a disc brake bike just to see what the pizzazz was about. So without further ado, let's get into it. I got the Hygge Model S on AliExpress because I saw that it was highly rated. However, there weren't that many reviews though. So this was a big risk that I was taking. But I wanted to take the risk to be one of the pioneers to try out this frame, test out the frame. So big risk overall. So for about 800 to 900 Canadian dollars for the frame and another 500 to 600 dollars Canadian for the wheels. That's what I paid. I paid about 1,400 all in. This is a big risk, but you know, I did see 5-star ratings, really good reviews on AliExpress. So although it was a risk, I still went for it. They were starting to build up their presence on building their own website, it seems like, and also being on social media. They have a Facebook group page as well as Instagram. They are the official sponsor of Bialini, a cycling team overseas, I believe in Europe, a Polish cycling team. So if they're using an AliExpress frame, then I'm pretty sure I will be much more gentle on the frame. So let's go ahead and check it out. I actually ordered carbon frame in Chameleon green specifically, because I always order Chameleon because I think Chameleon paint is one of the best looking schemes. As you can see, I also got the wheels, the Hygge 2024 model wheels, and this looks like it is a fork. This is indeed a fork. This is how the box was packaged. So this here looks like it's the fork. So very carefully grab the knife, cut it extremely carefully. Make sure you don't cut the carbon fiber, right? Again, this is supposed to be the Chameleon paint. I ordered the size 52, which is size medium. I did see that it was on Geometry Geeks, and that's how I was able to size myself relative to the Trifox X16. This looks like it's wheel tape and extra spokes. And let's go ahead and unravel this fork. You have no idea how excited I am. I ordered this on August 7th, so it's been over a month, I'd say. But, ooh, I see the purple and green already. Oh, that looks kind of strange. Okay, interesting. So I'll do a close-up of this, but this is my first internally routed disc brake bike, so I've never had anything of this sort before. There will be the disc brake cable routed through the fork, and which is why you see something like this right here. So I'm going to zoom in on that. I mean, a bit of a sharp piece right there. You can actually see some of the carbon fiber layers on here. It looks like they removed the paint, or they masked the areas where screws have to go in, specifically like where the disc brake has to be mounted, the front disc brake, the wheel axle, or whatever you call this thing. Again, this is my very first time building a disc brake bike, but damn, yeah, wow, look at that color. I don't know if you can see that. It's like green at some angles, but then it's also purple at other angles, and then it's blue at another angle. This is the integrated aero bar and stem. I requested the 38 centimeter by 10 centimeter or 380 millimeter by 100 millimeter. And the reason I chose such a narrow stem is because I'm currently using a 400 millimeter wide handlebar, but my shoulders are actually fairly narrow. So I did remeasure and it looks like I could go narrower. So I'm going to try out the 38 centimeter and see how they fare for me. More arrow. Now, the one thing I was kind of concerned about is I've never had a carbon handlebar, and having an integrated stem and handlebar, it is kind of sketchy to me. That's a bit of a reservation, but we'll see, I guess. I'll test this out. And obviously, there are many carbon handlebars out on the market. So at least this one, it looks like it's a solid one piece where there aren't too many sharp bends that cut into the shape. This is freaking sick. Oh my gosh. Wow. Like, this looks so sleek. I absolutely love this logo detail here. This is the model HB03. They've got a sticker on here as well. A 127 millimeter drop, 77 millimeter reach. It's got the screws at the bottom for the attachment for your Garmin or light, etc. And they have included screws as well. The torque rating, max torque 5 Newton meters. But this is awesome. Wow. I'm really excited with this. Kind of concerned that there's only one angle. So if you have an integrated aero bar with stem, you can't change the angle necessarily. Whereas if you have the stem separate to the handlebar, you can always rotate the handlebar. But nevertheless, this is it. Let's actually put this up against my shoulders, and you can actually see that it's quite bang on to my shoulders, the handlebar relative to shoulders. So that's what I've gone with, and I think this will actually be pretty good. Let's go ahead and open this frame. Yes, what we've all been waiting for. So it looks like we've got our small parts here and hardware. We've got our seat post, and we'll go ahead and remove the seat post first. And this seat post should be, we'll see if I'll have to cut the seat post down or not, is quite a nice, quite a nice seat post. It's strong, but it's also textured, which is nice along this surface and the back here up to the 5 mark, I believe. There's your minimum insertion. And this seat post mounting system, very similar to my old Cervelo S2. I like it. I mean, I'm used to it. You've got your saddle tilt as well as saddle rail clamp. There seems to be multiple bags here. So let's go ahead and multiple bags. As we can see, we've got a bag, Muxi, of cable foam. This will allow the internal cable routing and to avoid the knocking sounds. We've got the chainstay protector. I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to use this. This is probably a bit overkill for my purpose, and also it's a bit heavy. We've also got the wheel tape and extra spokes, and we've got the parts bag for the front out mount for the Garmin or light or what have you. And I think this looks like it's needing like a seat post mount, if I'm not mistaken. If you know, then link me in the comments below, but it does kind of look like a GoPro mount for a rear seat on the seat post mount. Got a couple Allen keys, hex keys, and hardware. Nice to see. And you've got the various different mounts here. The GoPro mount and I'm pretty sure these are Garmin mounts, which I do not have, but I'll somehow be able to repurpose this for my light bag of goodies. Headset spacers, rear axle, got the torque rating on here, max 13 Newton meters. Got the, I believe the headset. Got the crown race for the fork. Seat post clamp, 3-piece. And you've got 2 bearings for the fork. And I believe this is the rear dropout derailleur hanger. Okay, so for the fork installation, because this one has a flat surface here, you add the crown race, flat side on the bottom. So crown race first, and then you add the bearing with the chamfer on the top, like so. And then the head tube will go here, and consequently the bearing with the chamfer facing down. And it might actually be easier to add this first. Chamfer facing down. There's a chamfer on the inside for this right here. So just go ahead and fit that in. There you go, like so. And then you've got the bearing chamfer face down, and you've got this piece goes something like this. Make sure you align this so that the opening is on this side, like so. And that's how you would install the bearings, and then the rest of the spacers here, and the stem and handlebar. Here we've got the headset expander plug, and it looks like we'll probably remove this and use this right here. This is on the top portion of the fork, just above the head tube, and we've got our spacers, etc. I believe it will be installed like so. The spacers, you've got a 10mm spacer, I believe, and another 10mm spacer. These are split pieces, so you can actually split them apart, and they are made of plastic. I did read some comments with people mentioning that it's not the best quality spacer, but I guess it is what it is. I've never used an integrated aero handlebar before, so I don't really have anything to compare to. And I believe a 5mm spacer, so 10, 10, 5, and where it interfaces with the handlebar, I think we have 2 pieces, this one or this one. Not entirely sure why we have 2. Maybe it's for different cabling styles. And this feeds into the headset expander plug, like so. So this piece probably is going to go away, and this piece will be on the very top, I believe, like so. So just for reference, be something like this. And on the bottom side, you see here, I've got something like this to cover maximum aero gains. Yeah, not really sure what the difference is. This one completely covers it, while this one kind of adds a bit of space. Not really sure. Let's go ahead and open this up. This is very beautifully packaged. Kudos to Hygge for this packaging job. I mean, one of the biggest fears is that your bike shows up after being in an airplane, on vans, on shipping departments, just comes all mangled. But I'd say they've done a good job in terms of packaging this frame. So, woo, look at that. Interesting. Oh, okay. So you've got your gradient logo. Okay, you can see there are some cables for internal routing already. It's nice to see. And ta-da! Oh man, this is fire. It says road carbon fiber lightweight aero design, designed by Hygge. You can see the carbon fiber layup at the bottom, which is really, really sleek. Size medium, it's a size 52. I'm just trying to look at their bottom bracket threads to make sure it's a-okay. I think it looks like there's also a small hole here to drain water, which is good to see. Finish looks really nice. So there you have it, folks. So far, so good. I do like how it looks. Okay, we've got a quick check on the rear brake. On the chainstay, this is the Oniri BR05. This was one of the recommendations from Hygge, and this is the hybrid disc brake. Cable pull, but it's got hydraulics inside. You can see the piston there, and it is looking like it's a good fit, so I think we should be okay there. Okay, let's go ahead and weigh these items. 272 grams for spacers, bearings, etc., axle, hardware. So we've got 67 grams for the mounts, 39 grams of soundproof cabling protector, 22 grams. Now, of course, I'm also including the bags for all of these, so that might make a bit of a difference. Extra spokes and tape, 54 grams. Mass of 339 grams for the handlebar. This is the 38 by 10. 205 grams for the seat post. 388 grams for the fork. 1,000 grams on the dot for a size 52 medium. There you have it, folks. This is the unboxing of the Hygge Model S from AliExpress. Disc brake version in size 52. Chameleon green. And let me just say, the paint looks phenomenal. I will be building it in the next coming weeks to month. I'll try to do my best, but stay tuned. This is their aero frame. I am really excited. We'll see how it goes. If you were one of the first, let me know in the comments below what you think of them, how your build went, what you think of the quality of the frame as well. It kind of does remind me of the Bianchi Aria in a way. It's just a good looking frame. So we'll see how it goes. This is it. Hygge Model S. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. Subscribe if you want to stay tuned on my first disc brake build along with integrated aero bar. I know that that's a sticking point for a lot of people. I'm sure I'll have some troubles too here and there, but overall, we'll see how the build goes. Until next time, have a good one.